You are listening to GZR, Ground Zero Radio, the very best of Orange County's original music scene and beyond.
Everybody, we are gearing up to hear from Billy Alexander. Billy Alexander has just released his latest project, which is a solo project. He is the lead guitar shredder for the Rush tribute band YYNOT. Not only does Billy Alexander do that successfully, he knocks it out of the park. But the reason why Billy Alexander is here tonight is because he has released his
amazing solo work. My gosh,
Awesome.
formidable,
earth-shaking.
Yeah.
Billy Alexander is in the house tonight. He has released his first solo album of all original music. And we're talking about a major league guitar shredding god. It's our pleasure to have you here in the studio with us tonight. And we want to hear all about this brand new solo project that you are dropping right now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been something, and it continues to be. Yeah, it's been really a lot of fun. This whole thing, and it's we're just getting started with it, really.
So I remember when you were here last, and we talked about this project, and here we are already. It's out.
Yeah.
And I mentioned I've been sending him texts because I've been listening to this. You actually sent me a text or an email, which was, pick what the best songs are. And I don't say this very often, but I mean, this album front to back is, I rarely use Masterpiece for many people, but this record really stands up to that. There is so much on here. And I think people, that aren't aware of your singing voice, holy smokes. I mean, not only are you an incredible guitar player, singer-songwriter falls right into that. And I think, to your credit, writing the entire record, I assume you played everything on there but the drums. Is that fair to say?
That's correct, yeah.
I mean, that's an immense amount of work to do that.
Yeah, it was labor of love,
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah.
Incredible. So when going through the writing process over you'd explain how long this album probably put it together in its entirety.
Well, it's probably about a year, but there was some occasions where I had to stop in the middle of the momentum because I'd have to go out on the road with the band, or I'd have to prepare for a lot of things, learn new songs, and just a lot of other things that would take me away from it. And then when I'd get back home, I'd get geared back into finishing tracks, and along the way, I would just start writing more songs, which I didn't really need, but it just happened that way. And
Sure.
And the very first song on the record, which is the current single right now, that was actually the last thing that I wrote that wasn't intended to go on there. I had something else in its place, but it just felt like such a over the top fun thing that encapsulated so much of what the whole record is, which is looking back on my youth and my growing up with rock and roll music and the various styles and artists and bands and everything, and just the effect it's had on me till this day. So that one song was really kind of a kick to just be the last one I put down. So
Okay, we're going to get to that, but what song is that, just so we're ready?
That one is called Hammer of the Gods.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was going to mention also that, through this recording process that you've done, the immense amount of work that something like this takes. I don't think anybody really knows the kind of work that goes into something like that. And having your drummer's amazing, of course,
There's a few drummers on this record.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah, and they are all each equally amazing and unique, and I was blessed to have these guys, and they're also my friends.
Right.
So that was really a treat, and I think when people hear it, they'll also get that extra bit of just hearing a different style drummer on a different track and all that. So that was really a total bonus.
Billy Alexander in the house. This is actually an exclusive listening party to Billy Alexander's latest solo album.
That's
and the title of the album is
Rock and Roll Diary.
Rock and Roll Diary.
It's a good title.
Exclusively right here on Ground Zero Radio.
Yes.
Yes, and I know that Tris is itching.
I'm dying to ask some questions.
He's got some questions.
So part of the thesaurus, I didn't know Holy Smokes was in there.
Yeah.
We're putting it in there right now.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah.
Because that last track is Holy Smokes. I mean, there's so much in there going on.
There it is.
He's laughing right now. You can't see him because I bet you listen back to the tracks at the house and just go, there's a lot in here.
Well, it was unapologetic, and I mean, even as I was recording, I was giggling to myself a lot.
I figured as much.
I bet.
Well, because some of it was just like when you're a kid, it's just like when you get a little bit more sort of in this game, you start doing the less is more thing. When sometimes that's absolutely appropriate, and and you think I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. But when you're a kid, you're like, oh, hell yeah, you will.
Exactly, right?
No, do that. Do more of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that track was really just where I gave myself license to just go as far as I wanted with anything and just have fun.
No, I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I think it's like sending it. That's the phrase I always think of.
Yeah.
That track is sending it. And you know what it does is this whole album is, and I want to be specific about this to the listeners, is that we crave this sound, that once was from the great bands of Rush and Yes, and some of the progressive music, but still had incredible pop sensibility to it.
Right.
And this record has so much of that, where there's melody and beautiful lyrics as well as the musicianship's incredible. I mean, for the people who don't know you, give us a real quick background. Where did you come from? I know you because you're a neighbor, but which I was shocked to find out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I grew up on the East Coast, and but I've been out here in California for so longer than I was back there. But yeah, that was my experience growing up with the bands you just mentioned, Rush and just hard rock and roll, AC/DC, you name it. And from the Beatles to Tom Petty, those are still my go-tos. Yeah. Now, I mean, I'm sure I'm not alone in saying that. I mean, I love new music, and I'm always on the lookout for something fresh and everything. But sometimes you can return to that well and continue to get inspiration and continue to use it almost as a compass for what you may never achieve, but damn, let me at least take a swing at it.
I think you've taken a serious swing at it.
Yeah.
The other thing, too, is that I think it invites people to want to play. Because that's what we grew up with, music that wanted us to pick up a guitar, and play the songs. And this is that kind of music that draws people in.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it's staying true to the title of the record. A lot of the songs are different vibes too.
Yes.
I mean, so also, again, the little voice in your head says, well, stay on point, don't be too sporadic with styles. But I thought, well, I have too many other influences that I, proudly wear, so I didn't really see any reason to hold back or try to make it any one pigeonholed kind of thing. So there's a lot on there in terms of even some of my influences and just what I do.
Yeah, there really is. And as I mentioned, that trying to fill the time slot that we have with the amount of songs. I was laughing that we just play the whole record and you don't ever get to say anything. But we want to hear from you. We want to hear how this record was recorded. But boy, let's see, where do we go from here? You got any suggestions, or should I look at my cheat sheet?
Well, I mean, there's the next single, because I'm doing staggered releases. So the whole record, you can get it on vinyl, the whole thing.
Nice.
And soon CD and all that stuff. But the singles are just being released to the digital platforms one at a time.
Okay.
So there's a AI video that goes along with that single, and then I'm actually doing this weekend a video for this upcoming single that comes out April 23rd.
Okay.
And that song is called "You and Me Paradise."
Awesome.
And so that's going to be the next single. If you want to play that,
We do.
Okay.
We're going to play that right now.
Too many holidays where you feel like you're gonna drown. Then I look at your smiling face. I'm not gonna let you down. It's just you and me, two worlds aligned. Our love is all we need. Let's get out of town, book a one-way flight, make our escape to a you and me paradise. You're the whole reason for where my heart goes. All I believe in is in your eyes. Wherever you are, I wanna go. It's just you and me, two worlds aligned. Our love is all we need. Let's get out of town, book a one-way flight, make our escape to a you and me paradise. It's just you and me, two worlds aligned. Our love is all we need. Let's get out of town, book a one-way flight, make our escape to a you and me paradise.
In the studio with Billy Alexander, and we are listening to his Rock and Roll Diary, which is a heartfelt exploration of sound, capturing what makes rock and roll timeless.
True.
Right?
Well done.
thank you.
You're so modest. It's like if I was writing this stuff, I'd be shooting my mouth off.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not. I'm not normally out front on these things. So,
right.
So I'm still kind of getting a little used to that too. So
Yeah.
might be a little sheepish.
Get a couple gigs underneath you.
There you go.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to use it. Holy smokes. I mean, it just keeps coming. It keeps coming at you, right? That's what happens with these songs. They just keep coming at you.
Well, like we were saying earlier, how do you cut that list down?
You can't. Yeah.
What do you choose as the best? They're all the great.
I don't know. We book Billy for 2 hours next time.
I think, you do Billy Alexander take 1, and then you do Billy Alexander take 2.
Right.
And we love, actually, what you said. It was sheepishness. I view that as humbleness, and that's really a grand quality for any accomplished musician to still have, that humbleness, regardless of how accomplished they are. In my opinion, that makes you even that much more beautiful.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet.
What a moment.
That's very nice. Thank you.
So we see that you brought a guitar with you.
Look at that.
What's going on with that?
I did.
There must be a reason for that.
This is a little Gibson J200 for you.
Wonderful.
She's pretty.
And you get the squeaky chair, which is always part of it.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well, as long as I squeak in time.
that's right.
Right.
It's the,
Yeah, I thought I'd try one live off the record.
cool. I think that's a great idea.
This will probably be a single a little bit later down the line, but this is a song that it came kind of quick. Has maybe a little bit of my Nashville writing in it, some Tom Petty vibes, and it just started kind of flowing out, and I just put it down, and it goes a little something like this.
All righty.
Not giving up on dreams if something's in the way. Not giving up on me, no matter what I say. Not giving up on a friend who's never walked away. Follow the river. Not giving up on trust when they let you down. Not giving up on love when it's all around. Not giving up on us, we're built on solid ground. Follow the river. Not giving up on paying my dues with my head in the clouds. Not giving up on you. Not giving up on an idea that may need chasing down. Follow the river. Not giving up on trust when they let you down. Not giving up on love when it's all around. Not giving up on us, we're built on solid ground. We followed the river. We followed the river.
Spectacular.
Yes.
That's right.
We're still going for the word awesome. We just can't get away from it.
I wanted you to know that was third on my list, not going by favorites, but
yeah?
I wanted to make sure it got played.
Oh, cool.
Right there. See, I'm telling the truth.
Right. Good.
Yeah. Beautiful song. Beautiful.
It would be okay with me if we just let the whole album rip.
Well, that's what I'm
But-
saying. I mean, there's so much of this record. So can I pick one? Do you mind?
No, not at all.
Okay. So we need to play Water to Wine. That thing's cool. And
Thank you.
It is the second track on the record, right?
It's actually the third track on the
Okay.
record.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's an amazing song. And if you don't mind, can we play that?
No, absolutely.
Okay, let's let it go. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So I hope that transmitter has some sort of cooling device on it.
No kidding.
It's getting hot, on fire. I know, right?
Billy Alexander. Job well done. So the last two tunes, give us a little synopsis of how those things came about. Apparently 2 different drummers.
Yeah. So on Water to Wine, that's Mike Hetzel, who is my current drummer in touring band YYNOT.
Mm-hmm.
And on that track, All Your Life, that was a longtime friend, drummer Chris Moore. He's on a few tracks on the record as well. And as you can hear, they're just, doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah. I would say this music is probably really fun for drummers. They don't get to just slough it off.
Well,
No sleeping on this gig.
It's not just a boom chick.
according to them, that is true. Plus,
Yeah.
I also encourage them to have as much fun and creativity and stylistic input that they want to do, because the music's arranged in a way too that it's, again, back to the why are we holding back? Let's just do what we did when we were kids and we loved.
Yeah.
And let's just go for it and just rock out, and so there wasn't a lot of me telling them to not pull punches and stuff or to pull punches, you know what I'm saying? So it was it is. Yeah, they're really great. And I'm blessed to have had them on it.
It's really something. So how many different drummers actually were on this album?
There's 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's Mike, Chris, my longtime friend who's in Nashville, Tony Mora, and then that's right. I think we talked about Tony, and then Ryan Brown, who is Dweezil Zappa's drummer.
Okay.
And he's on a couple tracks as well. So yeah, it's a nice mix.
So the writing process goes where I wrote a song and I have 7,000 or 8,000 riffs in the song, and then you guys have to figure it out with me.
Well, no, I basically it's the same thing I've been doing for years. Is I arrange the stuff pretty much down to the note, the beat, the letter, whatever you want to call it, and then I basically map it out and demo it. Sometimes even to if there's tempo changes or time signature changes, I'll have even the click set to those.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's all there. Usually even the bass, guitar, and all that stuff. And then so the drummer is basically putting that track on, playing the click,
Gotcha.
and then playing drums to the existing stuff. And then once I get the drums back, there might be a couple changes I'll make, but that's essentially how it works.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So your bass player made an appearance in one of your videos.
Yeah, wait a minute. So, what are we talking about?
We were talking about you.
Oh, me. Me. I'm trying to think. Was I in what video? Oh, that's right. Forgot. I'm trying
A lot
to keep
of people don't know
I'm
that.
trying
I
to keep
guess.
track. Yeah, so that's right. There's an instrumental off the album that I actually released pre-album.
Right.
And I came up with this character. He actually appears again in a soon to be seen video. My wife's actually even in it.
Okay.
Adam's even in it.
All right, good.
And our actual bass player Tim Starachi appears in it. He does a cameo as the bass teacher for this guy Ace.
Oh boy!
So Ace is this character that I created for that video, who's stuck in the '80s, and he's just a goofball with this goofy mullet, and just a total nerd that just dreams about being a rock star someday. And so I sort of preemptively introduced him in the Alpha Rhythm instrumental track because. I thought, well, that'd be more fun to have it look like it's not. I mean, I think you can tell it's me playing bass in a wig, but
a few people chimed in.
Yeah, they weren't sure. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's the whole back to the having fun thing.
Yeah, of course. Awesome. Whoop, there's that word again. Holy smokes.
Holy smokes. I love that Billy Alexander is just having fun with his new album.
Yeah.
Isn't that the way it should be?
Absolutely.
Yeah, at this point, for me, it has to be. I mean, it's serious fun. I mean, I obviously work hard at doing what I do and what we do, but it's it is a labor of love. But at the end of the day, it's for me to really, I don't take it too seriously. I don't think you you can, and especially if you've been in this business long enough, it's just like, what's the point? Hell with it. Just have a good time while you're doing what you do.
And we should mention that. I mean, you've worked with a lot of artists over the years. You're not new in this business.
No, not by any means.
You got a pedigree.
I've been around the block.
Yes. Are you kidding me? Anyone who would dare be part of a Rush tribute band, come on now, you better have your guns in place. You know, I've noticed from the interview here tonight, but also the interview that we had with you a year ago, I've noticed with your personality something that's very complimentary. You are very humble. You're very much a real down-to-earth human being.
Thank you.
That happens to play well. And no, but we love that human quality, and we so much appreciate that about you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We do.
As simple as that.
yeah.
That's very
right?
nice of you to say. Thank you.
We are in the studio with Billy Alexander, who has just recently dropped his first solo project titled Rock and Roll Diary. Billy Alexander is just a very beautiful, humble human being and an incredible musician. Many of you might know him from being the guitar shredder with the Rush tribute band YYNOT. Well, yes, that's who we're talking to tonight, Billy Alexander. He has his own original music project. That's what we're talking to him about tonight. In fact, it's an exclusive. And there's somebody calling.
Oh, yeah?
Should we see who's calling on the
we have to.
phone?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, let's find out. You never know. Hello, caller, you are live. Who are we speaking with?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Bruce, and I'm calling from Atlanta. I just wanted to say hello to Billy, but also say something to his listeners.
Hey, Bruce. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah, I study guitar like every day, and I study Billy Alexander as an artist and a musician the same way I study 4 other guitarists that are like top notch. My 5, it's okay to say their name.
Yeah.
I study Alex Lyson, Eric Johnson, Randy Rhodes, Tommy Emmanuel, and Billy Alexander.
Oh, man. That's cool, man. Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah, and I appreciate you being willing to, I guess I can say it, I'm a student of Billy's.
Yeah, man.
That is awesome.
Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you so much for
Awesome.
calling in. You
Great
have
call.
a great night. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
All right.
Bruce.
Good night.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was sweet.
That's great. Very nice.
All right, Billy, where can people find you on social media, and how can they get a hold of your vinyl?
Yeah. Anything that has to do with this record is on billyalexander.net, and soon you'll be able to get the other stuff. But pretty much that's the hub for stuff, and then all the Facebook, Billy Alexander, and Instagram, and TikTok, and of course with the YYNOT, which is YYNOTband.com. That's a lot of what I do as far as being on the road and making records for those guys, for us. And that's where you can find me.
Excellent. Billy Alexander dropping his...
Can I?
your first
Epic
project.
masterpiece.
You epic masterpiece. Do it.
Epic masterpiece. It is.
This is Billy Alexander's epic masterpiece.
There you go.
And exclusively here on Ground Zero Radio, it's titled Rock and Roll Diary, and we have it here first, right here on Ground Zero Radio.
Yes.
Right here is, and we love Billy Alexander. He is just the kindest.
Thanks, guys.
He's
She
the
sends the love,
kindest
doesn't she?
person.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah.
But I love when these musicians are just humble and sweet and real human beings. You know, the ones with the big heads that can't fit through the door.
Yep.
Well, they can't fit through the door. Sorry, bye.
I know. That's why we had to make the door bigger here.
Yeah.
And the ones that come in like Pet Project earlier and
Yes.
Billy Alexander,
So much fun.
these guys are just, you know, they're the real guy next door that happen to be phenomenal.
Absolutely. So we're going to end the show
Okay.
with 2 picks from you.
Okay.
What would you like to play?
How about I Need More Rock and Roll?
Ooh, good one.
And after that, maybe something no one's heard. I mean, literally no one's heard this. King of Nothing.
Great track.
How about that? Well, actually, no one besides you.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
And Michaela.
And Michaela.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. Billy Alexander, Rock
Thank
and
you for
Roll
coming in.
Diary.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks.
One note can say so much, and one chord can strike you down. A thunder beat can wake your body up. You can't get enough of that sound. Something about a beat up on guitar, it feels so right in your hands. You crank it loud, instant rock star. Ain't nothing like being in a rock and roll band. No sense waiting for the perfect time, or stop to complain that ain't my kind of wine. Move on out of your true comfort zone. Let down your guard and let your mind get blown. I need more rock and roll and everything that comes with it to feed my soul. A little more rock and roll and the electric vibrations that never get old to me either when it's rock and roll. Some like sophisticated music. There's really no right or wrong. You've got your jazz, classical, or fusion, but nothing like good old-fashioned rock and roll song. No sense waiting for a perfect time, but stop to complain that ain't my kind of wine. Move on out of your true comfort zone. Let down your guard and let your mind get blown. I need more rock and roll and everything that comes with it to feed my soul. A little more rock and roll and the electric vibrations that never get old. Riding the wave of a memory, bringing me back that sound. Living the dream that will never leave, never lets me down. I'm on the inside out, yeah. I need more rock and roll and everything that comes with it. Feed my soul. A little more rock and roll and the electric vibrations that never get old. I need more rock and roll and everything that comes with it. Feed my soul. A little more rock and roll and the electric vibrations that never get old. And me either when it's rock and roll.
You were listening to GZR, Ground Zero Radio. Follow us on social media and every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Time on KOCI 101.5.